Hello guys, it's Ten Every Tempest, and I am honestly very bored right now, and I just thought it'd be fun to record this video, because I realized I haven't finished the speed paint, and I drew this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm stupid. And I tend to do that a lot. I tend to queue up videos and queue up art, and then never actually post it. So, fuck me, am I right? Anyways, I just thought I'd take time out of today to have a little fun and maybe analyze the relationship that Superboy has with Superman and analyze Keith's relationship with Krolia. Yes, I know they're two completely different series, two completely different characters, but I love the both of them very much, and honestly, I'm the type of person who goes towards these type of characters that I love a lot, honestly. Then again, my favorite character from Young Justice is Beast Boy, but that's because Beast Boy is my favorite always in DC. Like, out of any Teen Titan, Young Justice member, whatever, it's always Beast Boy, no matter what. But you guys get what I mean. I always call Keith and Superboy my emos with parent issues and fingerless gloves. That's that's how you boil down their characters. That's really mean, probably, but I love them. And I'm not trying to be mean about them, but I just thought it'd be funny to say that. But before I get into this video, I just want to say, yes, I did delete my Spocked video because I have watched Ponder Sprockets and Ghost EXE's video on it. I wanted to do some deeper analyzation into it, and as somebody who has dealt with that from somebody who was also a minor, it personally made me feel, personally, like, involved in it, even though I wasn't. So I deleted the video, and yeah, I still believe he did a lot of things wrong, but some of the things were false accusations that should have been checked into further. Anyways, enough of that. I don't want to talk about that because I'm talking about this today. So, as you guys know, if you have watched Young Justice, they are actually coming out with a season 3 this year, which is fucking exciting. I don't know when the hell that's going to come out. I think they said the spring of 2018. I'm just waiting to see my babies again, and I'm scared for Beast Boy. But today we're going to be talking about Superboy, of course, and his relationship to Superman. I'm not going to bring up any comics. I am an avid comic reader, but I'm just going to talk about it in relation to the show because that's what's relevant to what might happen in the upcoming of season 3, which I'm dying for and want Jason Todd to be part of so fucking badly. Okay, sorry, I'm just really excited thinking about it because also, Jesus, I'm getting like a new season of Vulture and a new season of Young Justice this year, so I mean, like, yeah, that makes me happy. But I don't have a script. I'm just rambling. So if I go on 1,000,005 tangents, that's just how I talk to people. And don't ever be my friend if you don't like that, because I'm fucking annoying. But, yeah. So, basically, we all know Superboy has his issues. He has, let's all say, daddy issues, even though for some reason the Young Justice Wikipedia labels Superman as his brother? For some reason, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I guess they don't want to make it seem like Lex Luthor and Superman fucked to have a baby, which, in the long run, makes sense. That's why they wouldn't list them both as dads. But let's be honest, Superman and Lex Luthor, both Superboy's dads, and that's also why my gay ass is gonna say that he has 2 dads. Enough of that. But, yeah, poor dude has some daddy issues, and, it's really, I would say it's not Superman's fault, but at the same time, a lot of it is. Every time that Bruce, sorry, my brain is broken. I just thought of Bruce Banner because I just watched Infinity Wars. No, every time Batman Bruce, that Bruce, would talk to Superman about, being a father to Superboy, every single time he would just turn his back. And we already know that Superboy's problem is not being able to be as good as Superman. But I'm trying to remember back to the season where Lex Luthor would actually gave him these patches to unlock his Superman powers, like the powers that are within him, but they badly affect his psyche and his ability to, function as himself. And it really fucks up his mind. But Lex Luthor doesn't give a shit because all that Superboy is to him is a fucking experiment that he conducted. Stop calling me random person. And I know it's not Superman's fault that Superboy exists, but he needs to at least take some responsibility as somebody who's supposed to be a quote-unquote good guy, as a hero, to stand up and be a hero to the person that shares your goddamn DNA. Like, just, God, it's frustrating. I never liked Superman. I never liked him in the comics. I never liked him in movies. When it comes to DC stuff, if I had to say my biggest qualm with DC is that their fucking literal mascot is Superman, and Superman fucking sucks. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm sorry. I like DC, but I hate Superman. I'm sorry. I can't stand him. And just his characterization in Young Justice makes it even worse for me because he doesn't give two fucks about this person. And of course, it's not his fault, but that doesn't mean he can't take responsibility. Like, we get it. This is a random person you don't know, but he has your genetics, and you need to at least step up and be like, hey, I know you have some hatred towards me, but maybe we can work past this. I feel like if Superman wasn't so afraid to let Superboy come under his wing to learn from him, it would really help Superboy a lot. I mean, he would still have his insecurities. He'd still be like, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough to be training with you. I'm not good enough for any of this. We all know how Superboy thinks when it comes to people and not being good enough and his insecurities. I mean, we all saw that a lot with Miss Martian and their relationship. But I feel like it would help some if he would at least be willing to help teach Superboy, because we know Superboy has these powers locked inside of him. So you would think that if he could, maybe help work with him, maybe it would help him unlock some of the powers, some of the things that he's missing, the things that he doesn't know that he can unlock yet, by working alongside Superman. Maybe it's just a crazy, outlandish thing that I thought. But, I mean, it's not like they're Saiyans or something and, unlock their powers, but maybe they could. Maybe there's powers inside of Superboy that he could unlock just by working side by side with Superman. I know, we know Superman's not Batman. He's not somebody take in some kid and be their Batman, for that kid to be his Robin, his sidekick. But you think Superboy could at least try it and help him out. And it's also funny seeing how Batman constantly goes to Superman and asks him and tells him, you gotta be a father to Superboy. And it makes me think about how in season 3, what if they bring in Batman's son and as a new Robin, and basically show Batman failing his son, and then Superman being the one to step up, hey, that's your own dang blood, maybe you should follow your own gosh darn advice. So I don't know, there's something I was thinking about, because we all know how in some of the comics, what happened to Batman and his son. So I just thought it'd be really interesting if that dynamic got switched in the series. We'll see whatever happens in season 3, but fuck, I'm so excited for season 3. Where are you? Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, I definitely have more to ramble on about more stuff I want to see in the upcoming season, because oh boy, I got a lot of ideas and stuff, lots of headcanons, lots of theories. I might do another video on that if I actually script my ideas together before season 3 gets released. And I just want to say, if I don't get Jason Todd in this season, I might be very upset. I mean, they showed, when they were showing all the dead heroes, and they had, I literally can't remember her name right now. they had the heroes that had passed away there in that little memorial room, which was like, it was important because like we had seen everybody in that room and how they died, except for you know who, except for my boy. So I'm just like, what would be the point of showing him if there was not some sort of like foreshadowing that he would be showing up in the series? Yeah, you just saw the galaxy brain, eh? That's what I thought. But also, not to mention, my friend and I have been joking about Jason Todd and his little piece of white hair, and in relation to Voltron. Because honestly, I'm a loser and I love crossovers. So I have been thinking about drawing a crossover with like Jason and Shiro and Keith. Because when I think about Jason, I think a lot because like, you know how in some iterations he has like the black hair and that big piece of like white hair, and I just think, well, of course I knew the comics before I knew Voltron, but still my brain can't help but make that comparison and think about Shiro and how Red Hood's a little bit. His personality in a way is kind of like Keith has been shown. Like if Keith was a superhero, he would be a vigilante. He would be very much so an anti-hero because of his headstrong personality. But like he'd still be a hero, but he'd be like a hero that's not afraid to kill, a hero that's going to get justice, but in a more chaotic way, in the way that he feels is right, which is like a big part of Jason. But enough of that. And now let me talk a little bit about Keith and krolias relationship because I've been neglecting that. Of course, we all barely know anything about Keith and Krolia. Well, about Krolia herself, because we only got to see her in one episode back in season 5. And it's like, what? I feel like everybody knew the moment we saw her. We were like, that's Keith's mom. The second she showed up on screen, I looked to my friend who I was watching it with, the same friend who's super into Superboy, which is really funny. But we watched Voltron together. And I was like, dude, if that's not Keith's mom, then I'm a fucking idiot. And it was, like, everybody fucking knew it was Keith's mom. And we all know that poor Keith has a lot of issues when it comes to his mom, especially if you've seen the vlogs and just the way he acts around people. We know that a lot of his insecurities and his inability to connect and talk to other people, like just regular humans and people he knows, and the bare minimum friendships that he does have. Like, God, I just want more Keith, Pidge, and Hunk friendship. Like, we've seen a lot of Shiro and Keith, a lot of Lance and Keith developing their friendship, but I just want to see Pidge and Hunk get to be really good friends with Keith too, because I really love them. But yeah, it's just sad knowing that he has a lot of these issues and inability to connect with people because he was abandoned. He had no one there for him. And so, of course, he learned that he can't really rely on anybody early on. Especially with, like, whatever the hell happened to his father. I really hope that gets clarified in Season 6. And I really just want to... My biggest thing about Season 6, I want to see Keith outburst. I want to see Keith break down and tell his mother how much her being gone affected him. And there's so much I want to see from them, and I just have so many hopes. And not a lot left time to talk about this and all my feelings about what's going to happen. But anyways, I'm super freaking hype for Season 6 of Voltron and Season 3 of Young Justice. So I had to do this crossover drawing just for fun. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to me if you like my content. And I'm going to go take a nap, because I have a new job and work to do tomorrow. Bye-bye! That was a very Markiplier outro. I gotta go.